wind them up, and let them go. So the Williams hanging on to that lead, but he is under all kinds of pressure. He's trying to come across to cut the house off, which he does. We've got Sopar getting a position up into 5th. Demoting Wycombes, look at that. Well, that is 3 wide. Goodness me, the heart's very, very close to the wall. Raven trying his best to hang on to that lead, which he does. Oh, that's very close. The house getting all out of shape. That's Formula Danny falling through the fields as he's gotten very, very sideways. At the exit of turn 1. RBK is... Go on.
Well, I was going to say, I'm surprised how clean the driving is. It's been awful, though, for Michael at the back. He's just collided with another driver. He's right at the back. Wow, Michael now has a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, just saw that.
So that's a great shame for him, as Demon seems to be warming up his tyres, bizarrely. Gosh, I was going to comment how clean I thought it was.
Timp and Danny side by side for about two or three corners. As Formula Danny now down into 6th position. Timp is down into 5th.
I've just noticed Raven has gone for a risky but brave strategy. He's going to be running in rich for virtually the entire race. He's got an extra 5 laps of fuel. He's +5.
Here we go.
Compared to RBK's +1. RBK going round the outside. Is he getting Raven? Raven's on the inside. Raven hasn't touched, and RBK has got the move done.
Yeah, he's going to have to give it back. He had to give it back as he corner cut it, which he's actually side by side. He hasn't given that position back. They were side by side all the way through turn 3. I'm pretty sure. I would have thought he would have had to have given that position back as he's done. All he's really doing is forcing Wycombes to defend and slowing the pair of them down. Oh no, he's going to have a dive bomb at the 5. And that forced Wycombe to go a little bit wide again. You see Tim having another crack at the Force India, now having the inside. Oh my goodness me! How was that not impact, or was it impact?
Well, I don't know. It looked super.
I don't think it was, no. But surely he's not going to try again into that 13 through 16. Oh, no sooner do I say that! Side by side again! Now Danny's getting involved. That's going to compromise Tim's move through 13 and 14. Now Danny's going to have the inside. And 15! He's got it! Has he got it?
On the inside.
He's not letting it go. Look, that's...
Wow!
Well played by Danny there.
But back, he was so aggressive with Wycombes. He allowed Danny to get back into that battle. Wycombes was Tim's sort of lifeline, with Danny being able to get into play. The extraordinarily fast esports drivers. Tim goes up the inside of Danny.
What a
move! Inside line. Danny's now going to have the inside line for turn 5. And wow, fair play
that
to
was
Tim.
A great move. He really did set up his own fall through the field, although he does seem to have... What I've noticed is that Danny doesn't seem to have great traction anywhere. It's when Danny did get ahead of Tim.
Sorry, Kodiak. Non-runner was going on for a move on Danny. Now Failer's going for a move on non-runner. He's got the move done. Failer's now going to be looking at Formula Danny. What a move on by the Sauber driver. Up towards the last complex of corners, 17 and 18. Will the drivers get anything done into a pit? So undercut is super, super strong. So just watch this as they all overtake Danny.
As just seen Danny and Wycombes side by side. Oh my goodness me, so close. Danny well saw that Wycombes were bearing in on him. Barges the... well, he doesn't barge him off. Pushes Wycombes off the track. Firm but fair.
Possible. In fact, Danny's into the pits. How bizarre. No, he isn't. Sorry.
Oh, passing move. Oh, sorry to cut you off there, Hamish. That was Raven and Topar side by side in the turn 1. Still side by side coming through turn 3. Now Topar's going to have to slot in behind the Williams. So close. He's thinking about diving to 4. Oh my goodness me. Can he hang on to it? Impact.
My gosh.
Not
RBK's
3 wide.
as well.
Not 3 wide into 5. Surely not. RBK. Very opportunistic move then by the Red Bull. Very nicely played. Tim has lost... Raven has lost 2 positions in a matter of 3 corners. Fizzy's actually jumped out of the way of Topar. I think Fizzy knows he has not got the tyre life to keep the Mercedes behind him. So he's pretty much jumped off the racing line for the Mercedes, and he's staying out of the way of those. Oh, that's getting very, very close between him and Raven. And then that's Timp that's jumped on the inside of the Pink Panther. Oh no, impact between the Sauber and the Force India. Oh no, that is not what either of them would have wanted. Is there going to be damage on Fizzy's car then? Let's stay on board with Raven as he's going to get into the slipstream of Topar. This could be a move for the lead again. Oh, look at RBK's right with him as well. This is going to go a little bit deep into turn 1. Oh, turn 2 rather. Oh, goodness me. That is very, very close. Now RBK, what an opportunistic move by the Red Bull. Round the outside at turn 3. Now he's going to have an inside manoeuvre at turn 4. He's going to have to defend from Raven as well. Raven's gone wide. He has to concede that position. Back on board with the Williams as he's going to come on the inside of 5. Goodness me, that is close. RBK again running a little bit wide on the exit of that. Yeah.
So if you want to entertain everyone for a minute, I will do just that.
Now as RBK, there's putting the pressure on the Mercedes into the turn 2. Now going to have to stick with the outside. Oh, that's going to be impact. That is impact on RBK. Icons is actually retired. There's big amount of damage on that Red Bull. Goodness me, he's down to 4th. That is a... Oh, goodness me. There was a bit of a tap from behind on RBK there. He's still going. Let's see if he's able to hang on to the corners to judge how much damage he has. Goodness me, that was very dramatic for RBK. It looks like he's going to lose a position of failure, but not quite. Just manages to hang on. And it looks like the Haas is going to have another go. Oh my god, they're so close! 2 wheels off the track. Can he slow it down?
They're going to collide.
Oh, the Mercedes Topar just manages to keep it at bay. Oh, Tim! Out of nowhere!
Wow!
What a move! I was on board with the Haas and Tim just sprang out of nowhere and stole that second at turn 15.
He's a bit too greedy with a track and decides to make his own. Then that could cause issues. Tim is going down the inside. He was in P1 for just a second. He's going to have a look at the switchback. Danny is right behind Tim as well. And it looks like he might have another look at Topar. They're side by side, neck and neck.
Oh,
and
that's
almost a collision. Wow, I don't know how Tim didn't spin the back of that Mercedes car. And they're still side by side, coming into turn 17. Tim has to move.
Oh, Danny!
Danny has to move, almost, not quite. Danny's going to have another look there. Oh my gosh, there's too much going on for us to commentate on. RBK's in the mix as well. RBK is touching Formula, Danny. All of them have DRS. Are they going to go 4 wide? Oh my god, they are going 4 wide. This
could get messy. Oh,
Taylor's coming into the action as well. From the back, in 5th place. This is too close to call. I can't believe we're seeing this. Failures got
my god.
A couple of positions up to 3. Danny's in 5th. Oh my gosh. King-Kodiak. How on earth are we able to commentate on this race?
With great difficulty. There's so much going on. Whoa, that's non-runner in the background we just saw. And Raven set himself the fastest lap on those ultra soft tyres after that.
King-Kodiak,
Fizzy!
I'm not sure about you. Fizzy has a penalty. It's absolutely quite ridiculous how many penalties have been handed out today.
Not again!
And, the drivers are so close, it's actually difficult to tell where they are if you're looking at another car. Danny's going up the inside of RBK.
And there's Danny! Danny's got himself a penalty as well!
And Failer overtook Danny for P5, so they all have penalties at the front. What incredible racing!
He is in the lead!
A non-runner doesn't even know it. How insane is this? There's too much going on. If Kalon doesn't have any penalties, he's in the lead. If Max doesn't have penalties, he's in the lead. And if Kes doesn't have any penalties, he's in the lead. Incredible.
Oh, goodness me, another impact. The Timbers actually got into the race lead now. I think he had a bit of argy-bargy with Topar. Just the camera's looking not quite the right way. There's RBK now getting interested. Failer's right there. Good God, look how close they all are as we come into to start lap 23.
Wow, this is ultra close. The top 9 battling for the lead I've never ever thought I would say
almost
that.
Your entire point scoring amount is in contention for the lead.
Honestly, I've never commentated on a race like this. Have RBK and Topar going tail to tail down that back straight. RBK's got a slightly better exit. Is he going to take a look into turn
close.
6 and 7? No, he isn't.
RBK having a look on the inside of 5 again, and now Tim's got an opportunity to get some gap. Oh, what a move by Failer!
On the inside of RBK, and Danny's going to be on the action as well. Danny's going to...
Oh my goodness!
Take Failer and RBK.
Not 3 wide into 10! So I keep talking over you, Hamish. I'm so sorry, but you can understand for why.
It's incredibly close. I mean, they've all got DOS. I mean... It's so close. It's just insane. Down the inside goes Danny. He has to break early because otherwise he go into the back of RBK. He's going to try and move on the outside of Failer. He's made the move stick. Good for him, maybe. He's got the inside line as Danny. And Danny's got that move.
My goodness me.
Non-runner's going to have a look at Failer. And in fact, as I say that, Kalon's having a look at non-runner.
My goodness me.
Kalon!
Whoa, my goodness me. His non-runner's gone wide. Topar has actually got, Timp has a 2.5 second lead over Topar then. This is Timp's prime opportunity to leg it. Look at the gap he's got. That's what 2.5 seconds looks like on track. RBK has jumped on the inside of Topar. Bit of contact.
No! He's got the lead. He's right back in P2. Insane.
My goodness me.
I can't believe that's just happened.
RBK bounced off the wall. He may well have damage on that Red Bull as a result, but like you say, Danny has just launched himself through that mixture and now in P2, but he's 3.5 seconds down. Timp has got to leg it if he's going to beat Danny. Oh my goodness me, my voice will be dead by the end of this. But look how close Failer is to the back of Topar. That is going to be an overtaking manoeuvre coming up. We have got 2 laps to go here in Sochi. I said it for previous seasons. It's happening again. This race is a dance line more exciting in its electronic form. Oh, Danny's going to have another penalty. Oh my goodness me, that changes everything.
That does change everything. Danny, if he knew, he would be gutted. He'd be absolutely gutted. I can't believe he's made that catastrophic mistake. You've got this train from Kerry all the way up to
Kalon again! Kalon on the inside of 5 trying to do something against Failer. Those ultra soft tyres are biting very well on that Toro Rosso, and he's managed to do it. He's got 4th position. Don't discount
Max is going on
Kalon.
Failer. I'm sorry, but Max was having to go on Failer, but actually the stable drivers obviously decided not to battle it out, understandably so, I suppose.
Here is your race winner in this mental race we've had here at Sochi. It is the Toro Rosso of Timp, followed very closely by the Haas, our Formula Danny, but of course all these positions are going to... Whoa, that's very sideways. Timp had Topar across the line. I think he had. Now the penalties are all going to be applied. Timp still is in the lead with Danny 2nd. Failer is now in that 3rd position. Kez 4, Max 5, Kalon 6. Topar is all the way down in 7th. What an unbelievable turn of events. RBK 8. And I think still racing. There's Raven in 9. What could have been... Oh, he's jumped up to 8th position because of penalties. What could have been for the American? Fizzy crosses the line in 10. Michael is quite a way back, unfortunately, in the last remaining Red Bull. And there is Non-Runner, who was right up in the mixture. He was in the pits a very, very long time. So Timp then is confirmed as we look at absolutely everybody with penalties. Timp coming home first. Roman Grosjean was actually Formula Danny in 2nd position. Failer 3rd. Kez, as you said earlier, Hamish getting off the mark with a fantastic 4th position. Max 5, Kalon 6, Topar all the way down to 7th. Raven, what could it be for him in 8th? RBK 9, and Fizzy actually just stealing a point there for the Pink Panthers in 10th position. Goodness me.